emergency medical responder, and I'm one of them. So on almost every medical call, one of us has to be there. So a call went out for at about, well, I don't know how long ago it was now, but call went out for an accident. It's an MVC. So, we took out our rescue vehicle. And when we got there, normally you pull up to an accident and there's people panicking and screaming and everything. And the vehicles are torn to pieces or crumpled. But there was just one vehicle, and it hit a power line, but they didn't look like they were going very fast. So we went up to the vehicle, and I could hear a woman screaming. So I was starting to get really worried. So I ran up there, and turns out she was pregnant, and she was going into labor. So her husband, when her water broke, her husband and her got in the vehicle, and they were driving to the hospital. But I guess the husband was leaning over to grab something and wasn't paying attention. But he started to slow down to around 60, and then he wasn't paying attention, so he swerved, and he hit the power line in the ditch. And so his engine was destroyed. So I couldn't go anywhere. So I called for an ambulance. But the ambulance, we only have 2 ambulances in Vulcan, which is where I'm from. And they were both on other calls. So dispatch got us to go out there because there was nobody else in the area. There was no other, there was no ambulances. So when we got out there, the woman was screaming at us to, she was in a lot of pain, let's just say that much. Now, I don't like childbirth. When I was taking the EMR course, there was a whole section on childbirth, and I hated it. I covered my eyes for most of it because it's nasty. So now the instructor told us, like I told him that I didn't like it, and he told me that everybody who's in the emergency services has their own kryptonite, which means that they're allowed one thing that really bothers them. But I was the only EMR that went on this call, so I was the only one that knew what to do. I can't tell you how depressed I was when I got up there she was in a lot of pain. Most people, when they go into labor, they have all these drugs and everything now to reduce the pain, but she was doing it all natural. So, so when I got down there, I guess, I just kept telling her to push. I was kind of panicking because I hadn't paid a whole lot of attention in that part of the course. So I just kind of told her to push. And, oh, man. Anybody who says that childbirth is a beautiful process has clearly never seen a child been born, because it's disgusting. I hope to never, ever, 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 ever see that again. Honestly, it will haunt my dreams. It was disgusting. But when I was there, I just kind of pulled through it and hid my disgust. So I kept on telling her to push. And eventually I could see the head. So I grabbed onto it, and I didn't pull or anything. And she just kept on pushing, and eventually it just slid right out. And it was a baby boy. So he didn't cry when he first came out, so we were really worried then. But I patted his back a little bit, and he started to cry. And, because that's the one thing I did remember, so. And then we cut the umbilical cord, and wrapped him up, and gave him to his mom. Now, as soon as we finished that, an ambulance from Calgary showed up. As soon as the baby had been born, an ambulance came. But, oh well. So, the paramedics checked them out and said that everybody was healthy and okay. And then they took them into town to get checked out by the doctors. So, they were just a young couple too. I think they were like probably around 24 or so. So, I think it was their first kid. They were pretty happy, so. It was disgusting. I really cannot say that enough. But you know what? I feel much happier after doing that call. That's honestly the only call that I have been able to say I was happy to go to. And probably the last one too. But it's nice to see, we see so much death and pain. It's nice to see some happiness for once. And a life being born instead of taken. It was awesome, so in that aspect. In every other aspect, it was a disgusting, disgusting process. As much as I